Our lineups are brought to you by Degree. It won't let you down. We'll start with Trilogy, who beat the Killer Threes last week at Brooklyn 60-45. Al Harrington led the way with 25 points. Kenyon Martin on the bench today, but he has a tender hamstring. We do not know if he will play. Three-headed Monsters coming off a 62-60 win last week against the Ghost Ballers. Rashard Lewis led the entire league in scoring with 27. Abdul Rauf in the starting lineup with the injury to Jason Williams. He injured his knee and will be out, from what we are told, for the remainder of the season. Hakeem Warwick called up. So we are ready for basketball. Trilogy inbounding the ball. So it's Harrington, McCants, and White. Here's Harrington, guarded by Kwame Brown. Interesting matchup. Kicks it out. White, rise and fire. And the first shot goes down. I expect these guys to be a lot more fluid offensively in week 2.
Well, it takes a little bit, Gus, to know each other, but saw the first play, and right here, these are plays that they've worked on, and now they understand the timing with each other, so it'll be more of a fluid offensive set that we'll see.
Basden with the backdoor cut, and he lays it in. Now McCants inside working hard. Ball knocked out of bounds, and we will keep it inside.
By Al Harrington, a little quicker foot speed on the perimeter.
Trilogy shot 69% in the second half in their win last week. Al Harrington, one reason, his 25 points. He really established himself on that short baseline on both sides. Now Basden working on McCants, backs him down, and a foul. One thing they're going to do this week. Last week, great competitiveness.
Allow these professionals to play, but they have to take control when it gets too physical.
Charles Rubia, Jim White are your officials. And another foul. There you see it. 5-2 Trilogy on top of three-headed Monsters. Basden facing up on McCants. He'll take a mid-range jump shot. Short. McCants with a rebound. 5-2 Trilogy. Trilogy in red. White. Pull-up jump shot off the heel. Loose ball. Al Harrington got a hand on it. Scooped up by Lewis into the hands of Basden. He clears it. Basden wide open three. Lewis with a rebound. Doesn't have to take that back. Picked up McCants, and he lays it in.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that last week, Gus. Forgetting the part that if it is an air ball turnover, you can take it back up. Now guys are being more accustomed and comfortable to doing that.
7-2. Trilogy. Remember, the first team to 25 will signal halftime. Kwame Brown coming off a terrific game week 1. 17 points, 13 rebounds. 6 offensive rebounds. Former first overall pick, drafted right out of high school. Now he'll post up Harrington. This is a mismatch. Turns on him. Gets to the basket. Ooh! Falls awkwardly. And the foul called on Harrington.
Harrington has to either foul him or allow him just to get to the basket and score.
Lewis. And out of bounds. He also had 9 rebounds in 38 minutes. McCants deep. Count it. Rashard McCants against the Killer Threes had 15 big points. Played some very physical basketball with Steven Jackson. A lot of trash talking between them two.
And he should feel at home here, of course. Played at the University of North Carolina.
McCants to Basden, straight away. Brown with a hand on it, out of bounds, and Trilogy will get it back.
But that was smart. McCants knew that Basden.
McCants, former Tar Heel. Rashard, how does it feel back to be back here in Charlotte?
Man, I love and miss all the Carolina fans, all the Tar Heel fans. Anybody who's ever rooted for me for my whole career, I miss y'all, and that's why we're here.
Gus?
All right, thank you, Michael. Rashard McCants, 4 seasons in the NBA with Minnesota and Sacramento. Last played in the Dominican Republic in 2015. So McCants, the inbounder with Harrington. Harrington guarded by Brown. He can take him off the dribble. Harrington step back, nicely contested, but a foul called on Kwame Brown.
I will say this, Kwame during his course, his time in the league, Gus, even though he was physical, he was big, he always had excellent lateral movement.
Shoot 1 free throw, which will count for 2 points if it's made. So 2 points for Harrington. The three-headed monsters are inbounded. Basden, Lewis, Kwame Brown. Basden draws McCants, who's playing him to his right hand. Lewis backing up on White across the lane. Strip. Nice hands by White. Here's White. Bouncing in the lane. Ball fake. Step back. Count it. James White played his college ball at Cincinnati 3 seasons in the National Basketball Association with the Spurs, Rockets, and Knicks. Brown wants to get to his spot. Does. Left hand, no. And the rebound and stick back by White counts. Didn't hit the rim. Old school playground 3-on-3 rule.
That's right. But if it doesn't hit the rim, you can take it back up. Again, making that adjustment. Last week we saw a couple guys bring it back out, but now early on we see that's not an issue.
Nice touch pass, and that will send Brown to the line. Kwame Brown at the line.
Interesting. This is the big lineup I talked about. Kwame Brown, Hakeem Warwick, and also Sweet Lou.
Misses the free throw. Three-headed monsters get it back. Lewis knocks down a 3. 16-7. Gary Payton, the glove, first guard ever named Defensive Player of the Year.
They're too big. They're going to just post move up. I got to wait. I got to see it move. I see what happens.
Now McCants turns on the baseline, gets to the basket off the glass. In and out, but he draws the foul.
A lot of guys just spent time just shooting free throws, knowing that the game was going to be called a little bit closer. So they wanted to get those reps in so they could take advantage of it in today's games.
So McCants adds a free throw. That's 2. 18-7. Trilogy. Remember, halftime comes when the first team scores 25 points. Inside, and another whistle. And you can tell already that the officials have made the adjustment. They are calling it a lot tighter this week.
And now it's time for the players to have to make the adjustment, because what you don't want is a chopped up game with a lot of fouls. So now you got to play defense without holding and grabbing. You got to move your feet. You got to slide, and you don't bail shooters out like we've seen earlier in this game.
Lazy pass by Lewis, and he throws it out of bounds. Deion Glover played his college basketball at Georgia Tech, in now off the bench for Rick Mahorn's Trilogy. Glover can shoot it like that. Right now, an easy first half for Trilogy, up 21-7. Lewis turns the corner, gets to the basket, tried to muscle it in. No. Loose ball batted around Kwame Brown. Power dribble and lays it up and in.
And that's the advantage Gary Payton thinks they have by having the size to pound the ball inside. It'll be interesting to see when Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf gets some touches and able to get in the game.
Harrington spinning inside and fouled. So Al Harrington at the line, 16 years in the NBA, right out of high school. Misses a free throw. Looks like a lane violation coming up. And Harrington will get another shot. Abdul-Rauf checks in. Formerly Chris Jackson. Gennaro Pargo in the lineup. Activated this week with the injury to Kenyon Martin. Even though Martin is dressed on the Trilogy bench. Harrington, another free throw. And gets it. There's Kenyon. 21-9. Harrington with 7 at 25 in the opener. Abdul-Rauf inside. Warren almost lost it. Turns. Off balance. Rims off. Snatched down. Pargo. Now Pargo can really shoot the 3. Played his college basketball at Arkansas. Inside. Harrington. Rashard Lewis trying to ride him on the baseline. Harrington with a drop step, dips inside, flipped it up, no, but a foul.
He understands that the baseline to be open, so 2 dribbles to the middle, is able to spin back and just barely missed a nice little and one inside.
Harrington adds a free throw, and that will signal halftime. 25-9. Rick Mahorn's team coming out focused, disciplined, efficient. The three-headed monster saying, yes, we got to play better defense and rebound.
And I like the move here, starting Abdul-Rauf in the second half because now that gives you shooting and spreads the court. Now Kwame inside has more one-on-one opportunities. So we'll see how that worked for them.
Here's Abdul-Rauf. And Harrington with the rebound. He'll take it back. Harrington feeling good. Glover hit his first shot. He's got a quick trigger. And there it is. Dion Glover. And you can tell these players, week 2, they got a lot better rhythm this week.
And they got a better feel for how to play 3-on-3.
Abdul-Rauf. And Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf knocks down the jump shot on the baseline. 28-11. First team to 50 wins. You have to win by 2. Gennaro Pargo has checked in. He was really working on that 4-point shot. Drives down the lane, the kick stolen away. Rashard Lewis drives and lays it in.
That time, Pargo fumbled with the ball a little bit, not able to make a clean pass, and Sweet Lou took advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Harrington with 3. Off the mark.
That's what we want.
Brown posting up on Glover. He's going to bump and grind with him. Tries to take him across the lane, and a reaching foul coming up against Trilogy.
On that last play, we see a lot of pick and roll. This time, see that little juggle right there that threw off the timing of the pass, and as easy as it gets right there for Sweet Lou for an easy 2.
First team for Trilogy.
Rick Mahorn, legendary Detroit Pistons bad boy, won the world championship, their first. Inside, Lewis goes up and knocks it down over Pargo.
And nothing Pargo can do about that. Especially height, he's going to win that battle every time, Gus.
Glover pick and roll with Harrington. Another 3. Harrington with the rebound offensively. The kick. Pargo. Pull up jump shot.
Get it out. Come on, boy.
Abdul-Rauf now looking for Rashard Lewis, guarded by Glover. He's got a height advantage here. He can post him. 6 to shoot. Turn around baseline. Jay Pure.
Timeout.
And a timeout called by Rick Mahorn.
What do you love so much about the Big 3 League so far?
I mean, just the energy and the fact that like getting to see this level of skill in a 3-on-3 setting is totally different because, you know, it's one thing when guys can get separation running up and down the full court. But when you see them at half court, it just takes so much more. It's just a really interesting game to watch. I can see why they added it to the Olympics. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's absolutely intense. Who has been your favorite player so far in the past 2 weeks?
I mean, I got to tell you, Deshaun Stevenson has been killing it. Mike James, I mean, a lot of them know. You know, Rashard Lewis obviously had those big games, that big game. It's been, Al Harrington's been playing hard. I mean, it's really not, you know, I haven't like singled anybody out yet. I'm just really excited about this whole thing. I'm just into it.
Awesome, thanks, back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Joy. Last week we were trying to come up with the big 3 for LL Cool J. We got Rock the Bells.
My radio.
I Need Love.
That changed the game.
That changed the game.
Because he was a hip-hop artist, hardcore, but then he made a love song through rap music.
Oh, my goodness.
And that was hard to accept.
You're getting squishy
What I'm
on
saying,
me.
but it was hard to accept. But then when you heard it, you were like, okay, I feel it. It changed the game.
Tricky. Harrington stripped. Loose. Lewis doesn't have to take it back, and he's fouled.
But if you're not stopping your opponent from putting the ball in the basket, you're not going to get back in the game.
Rashard Lewis, 17 years in the National Basketball Association, most notably with the Seattle Supersonics when Seattle had a team.
Al, post him up.
Here's White. White, stop and start, gets to the bucket, double clutch off the glass. No, loose ball, Harrington, and he'll miss the chippy.
Eddie, we gotta get a rebound.
Basden back in with Brown and Lewis. Here's Kwame. Facing up on Harrington, trying to keep him out of the lane. Inside, nice pass, Basden from Kwame Brown.
Well, Basden knew McCants was going to keep his eye on Kwame, so he just cut back door. And with Rashard Lewis in the corner, Gus, you didn't get weak side help. Easy basket, great pass.
McCants, not a good shot. Lewis with a rebound. Basden back to Rashard Lewis. Lewis starting to heat up now. Backdoor Basden gets to the hole. Easy layup. Wait a minute. Is that basket going to count?
He didn't clear. I said clear.
No basket, they're calling it.
He's cutting to the basket. Al. ball. Get on the box. Hey, make sure you clear the ball.
Ball not cleared by the three-headed monsters.
Yeah. Come here. Come over in the corner.
Here's Harrington. Drives baseline and foul. Harrington last played in Australia in 2015. His last NBA season was with the Washington Wizards during the 13-14 campaign. Adds a free throw. Buckets putting up big numbers again.
If he's going to do that, carry!
Basden. And a foul. Looks like a hand-checking foul called on McCann.
You can call it. You can call it.
Foul to number 32. 5 personal fouls from McCann. 14 fouls to Trilogy.
Basden. Hesitation to the lane and a blocking foul called against Trilogy. Looks like that's Harrington. Eddie Basden coming off a 6-point performance in week 1 last week. McCann's pick and roll. Kicks it out. White slashing, kicking. McCann's straight away. Long rebound, White. New shot clock. 14. McCann's reloads. Off. White rebounds. Nice deal. Buckets.
That's even more so on 3-on-3. Long rebounds produce opportunities to score. We see it all the time. And White able to gather up a quick decision inside once Kwame Brown helps. Harrington uses the rim and one.
All right, Rick Mahorn, I just want to tell you, this is a fantastic disco shirt you're wearing to a basketball game. Your team was leading. What are you going to do to keep your team in the game?
Just we got to score when they score because they're trying to catch us right now. If we score basket per basket, we win the game.
Gus!
Disco shirt. See, I tried to say he had a Versace on.
He tried to take it old school on us, Mike. Come on.
Here's Harrington for 3. Sets himself and drains. Al Harrington. First team to 50 wins, and you have to win by 2.
No foul.
Inside Brown. Left hand. Gobbles it up in a timeout called by Trilogy.
All we got is one.
With his buddy Bill Laimbeer with the Detroit Shock WNBA championships. Here's Lewis and a whistle. And it's a lot more fluid.
But also, guys, it creates a sense of urgency because now that 10 points means that if you let a team get out in front of you too much, it's harder to catch up with it. I wonder if Gary, going down the stretch of this game, you need shooting. You need someone that can knock down a three-point shot to open it up. Bazin is coming back in the game. We haven't seen much of Mahmoud in the game to see if he makes that adjustment.
Deion Glover inbounding. He's hit 2 threes already in this game. McCann's guarded by Rashard Lewis with 10 to shoot. Wants to shake him up. Goes into his move. Step back 3. Way short. Long rebound. Glover chasing it. Digs it out. Lost it. Basden heckling him. And Basden comes up with the loose ball. Here's Basden on the hop to the hole. Off the glass. And an offensive foul. Called against Basden. So the basket will not count.
Al, when you ready. Next ball. Fargo, I want you to come in 2, take McCann. Go!
Here's White. Facing up on Warwick, crosses him over, gets to the hole, shows it, but travels. Good call by Charles Rubia, the baseline official. And that'll bring in the subs for Trilogy, Pargo and Harrington. Al Harrington has been cooking. Harrington with 13 points at 25 in week 1. Abdul Rauf ready to check in. Here's Warwick. Syracuse star, national champion with Carmelo Anthony, came up with one of the greatest blocks in college basketball history in that national championship game against Kansas.
Sending Warwick to the free throw line.
2003. And the free throw goes down, blocking that Michael Lee jump shot to help preserve the national championship for Jim Boeheim. And the orange inside Lewis, rims off. White with the rebound. White is playing with great energy in this game.
Doing the little things, Gus. Rebound, playing defense, making plays.
Cross-court Pargo. Rips through. Almost stripped by Basden. He'll get it back. And that's a shot clock violation. Well defended by Gary Payton's three-headed monsters.
Keep in mind, the Monsters are in the penalty right now. Great defensive stop. So if you get to the free throw line, you make it, you get possession back. So that's another way they can get back in this game, Gus.
Three-headed monsters, though, need some offense. Abdul Rauf back in. Let's see if they spot him up. Basden backs his man all the way down, taken away by White. Pargo facing up on Abdul Rauf. Pull-up jump shot off the bounce. Pure.
That time, Pargo able to clear some space.
40-25, first team to 50 wins, have to win by 2. Abdul Rauf pushes off, step back Jay, good.
Back at you.
Mahmoud trying to find his rhythm at 48 years young. Pargo. Buckets inside on the skip, count it again. Al Harrington.
Gennaro Pargo right here, a little step back. I see you at the bottom of the nets, and then Mahmoud. If you can do it, I can do it. Push off. I may be 48, but I still got touch.
So Harrington at the line, 15 points. Scoring machine in this league. Trilogy gets the offensive rebound. Harrington can't shoot from deep as well. Spins inside. Short. And it's stuck back in by Basden. Hey! Coming off a 60-45 win last week against the Killer Threes, McCants. 2 points.
Ball on the side.
Trilogy getting closer to that 50-point mark. McCants with 11.
And this is where, Gus, where you don't foul out the game, but because of the penalty situation, you get penalized if you're the defense because the shooting team gets the ball back after they make a free throw.
Glover again. How simple can it get for Trilogy today?
Way to go, DG.
46-31, 8 points for Glover off the bench.
Difference is, Gus, they got shooters on the perimeter.
And the three-headed monsters unraveling now.
What? Because you're trying to get everything to the basket. When you don't have jump shooting, you don't have three-point shooting, everything now is a grind for three-headed monsters. They're trying to get everything inside the paint, making it harder on themselves.
Glover again off the heel. Here's a kick, Basden quickly. Lewis pump fake and lays it in. Sweet Lou with 17.
All we need is 2.
Ironically, guys, we haven't seen a 4-point attempt yet in this game.
Glover crosses over, hands it off. McCants lost it, and a foul coming up. Three-headed monsters over the limit. 5 team fouls. And on the 6th, you shoot. 2 points for McCants. 48-33. Trilogy 2 points away from their second win.
If I'm Trilogy, Gus, I'm not bailing them out. I'm taking the ball right to the basket, draw a foul, finish it at the free throw line. That you got an easy layup.
McCants with a win. Oh, let it out.
He wanted to win it in dramatic fashion.
Basden double clutch, rims it in. 48-35. One more basket for Trilogy in red. And this one is over. White pulls up.
Making it too hard, Gus. Take the ball to the basket.
Kwame Brown, great position and a foul.
At the line for the Monsters with 1 shot, 13 points.
So Kwame Brown at the line. Last played for the 76ers during the 2012-13 season. He has 6 points in this game.
No foul.
Three-headed monsters
No foul.
will get it back. Rashard Lewis for 4. In and out. Harrington with a rebound. Can they put him away right here? Here's Al Harrington. Guarded by Brown, mid-range. Ball game.
Why not?
See you later. Al Harrington and Trilogy. Back-to-back wins to open up the Big Three season as they knock off the three-headed monsters 50-37.